So this video I want to talk about my everyday carry whenever I travel. And when I mean my everyday carry tech travel bag. In this video I will be showing you guys what I personally use in my tech bag. It's going to be covered a lot of the tech that I will be using whether I'm on the flight, whether I'm within that state itself, wherever the case may be, wherever I'm traveling to. And we're going to deep dive into the discussion about these devices. What's up everybody, my name is Elijah and I talk about tech and all things tech. And I like to spring a little bit of lifestyle within it as well. If you haven't yet, please hit that subscribe button if you do like what I do create. And also leave a like or dislike. All feedback is good feedback. So let's go ahead and get straight into the video about my everyday carry. I carry a lot of cameras and I just carry a lot of different devices that, you know, make my life more efficient for me. So let's go ahead and get straight into the first device, and the first device is going to be the Insta360 X3. The Insta360 came out with two newer devices that one of these days I will be getting, but right now I'm going to be sticking with this Insta360 X3 because the other ones are just not what I need right now and not in the budget and not have priorities. But this device pretty much still holds up to this day. This device been out for I believe like 2 to 3 years. It still is a really good camera. So what can this device do? So in basic terms, this device is good for just action. Like it's a really good action camera in my opinion, and I think that's what this device is made for. It used to be that camera that used to just make videos for people, just you know, allow them to be their main camera. But for me personally, when I first bought this camera, it was supposed to be my main camera, but it ended up not being that for me because it wasn't meant for that. But it's really good for action scenes and having that 360 camera aspect. I love the camera, but sadly I don't use the camera as much, but it's good for what it is, so I'm just gonna stick to that. So let's go ahead and get to the next device. Of course, we have to bring the phone, right? The phone always have to be within the tech bag. So this is an iPhone 15, not iPhone 15 Pro, not iPhone 15 Pro Max, but the regular iPhone 15. So it's not like the newer phones that are coming out with the Apple Intelligence. We're not going to get into that because I already made a whole video on that. But this iPhone 15 as well can also serve as in my opinion, a quick camera just to pull out, record, and keep it pushing. Of course, you got your text, you got your calls, you got your, you know, your gaming within the iPhone. You need your iPhone or you need your phone wherever you go. And I know for a fact you're probably watching this video on a phone right now. Yes, the phone always sticks with you. It doesn't matter what tech bag you have. Wherever the phone always has to be with you. The iPhone 15 always stays with me. I need to text. I need to make my calls. I need to watch my YouTube videos. I need to, you know, get on my Instagram, make sure I'm in the loop. This stays wherever I go. Let's go ahead and just get to the next tech device. So of course, not even of course. So this is my DJI tech bag. Within the tech bag, usually it's just a lot of my microphones. For example, I have two microphones. I have the white one and the black one. I usually use the black one because the white one, of course, can get dirty. But yes, I have two different mics. One I got from my girlfriend for my birthday, and the other one I just got with my DJI camera, Pocket 3, so now I have two cameras. These go with me wherever I go as well, because of course you guys gotta hear me whenever I record. I have to make sure the quality is really good, and these DJI microphones are, to be honest, my favorite microphones. Of course, you can get the $25 ones and the stuff like that. You get the Rode, but I think the DJI is more, let's just say, compatible with what my setup is. The Rode is pretty good. I know a lot of creators use the Rode, but I have to use the DJI but I have to use DJI microphones because it's just more compatible with what I have going on. I literally have an Osmo Pocket 3, which is my main camera. So it just makes more sense just to have the microphones itself, because it's the compatibility is just it's way better. You know, I don't have to get a transmitter. It just connects straight to the DJI Osmo Pocket. So let's go ahead and get into the next tech. And this right here might be controversial. It probably isn't, but you know, teach his own. I have to have my Apple Watch with me, man. I have to have it with me, man. This is my Apple Watch Ultra 1. This is not the Ultra 2, and I would make a whole video on reason why there's no point of upgrading to the Ultra 2, but I do have the Ultra 1 Apple Watch. This goes with me wherever I go. I love this watch. I have to keep this watch on me because it's kind of like my aesthetic, literally having another computer on your wrist. I think the only downside to this watch is basically just the fact that the face is so big, and of course you can change it out, but I love this wristband on the Ultras because they're like they just have this mountaineer feel to it, or like a adventure feel to it. For example, if I just want to jump into the ocean, I can have this on me. It just have that feel of like adventurous. So I do like that aesthetic, and this is why I use this Apple Watch, just to be that, to have that aesthetic. Sorry, that's the reason why I keep the band on this, and just the look of it just have that adventure aesthetic to it. I just love this watch, honestly. The different services that I do offer, from the alarm to the blood oxygen to me using my ESPN, using the Fly Delta app on my Apple Watch. I also have a bunch of Gobi Home. You know, I don't know. I just have a lot of services on here, and I just feel like it's a part of me at this point. It truly is a part of me. I don't know. Everything about this watch just feels good, and I think the bigger face is just it's amazing to me because it's like having another computer on your wrist, and I just like that aspect. Now I know some people just don't like that. They like the little smaller faces, but I like the bigger face. And at the same time, I pay for service on this Apple Watch, and I don't even have to have my phone on me. I can just use this. Perfect, beautiful, next device. I know that I'm going to get some type of hate for this, or I'm probably not. I don't know. But yes, AirPods have to come with me. I have AirPod Pros and I have AirPod Pro Maxes. They both have to come with me because they both serve different purposes for me, right? So I have the AirPod Maxes and the AirPod Pros. To be honest, I get the naming completely wrong nowadays because I believe one's the AirPod Pro Max and then you got the AirPod Pros. Yeah, I don't know. The naming confuses me every single time. Even looking at it right now, I forget the names between the two, but I definitely call them both AirPod Pro Maxes. But of course, you got the overhead AirPod Pros, and you also have the in-ear AirPod Pros. If I'm working out, more likely I'm using these. I'm not using my overheads because if I'm working out overhead-wise, these things just don't feel comfortable. So if I'm at the hotel and I want to work out that day, for example, I would bust these out. Or if I'm just taking a stroll, I would bust these out. But a lot of times, these right here are only used whenever I go to the airport, basically. I love these a whole lot more, but at the airport, I think these serve a better purpose for me personally, and it might not make any sense, but yeah, I love these. Of course, both of these have active noise canceling, so they both have noise canceling, and they both serve the same purpose of if you want to skip a song, pause a song. Both serve the same purpose. Both have active noise canceling. It's just the fact that one is overhead and the one is inside your ear. And yes, they both are in the tech bag. Let's go ahead and get to the next. Let's go ahead and get to the next tech. I bet you guys didn't see this coming. My Ray-Bans, they have to come with me as well. Why? I have to have these things with me whenever I'm traveling. One of these days, these are going to be my main glasses because long story short, I truly can't see that good. I'm legally blind, so I can't just pop these on and just keep it pushing, right? But the Ray-Bans have to come with me. Whenever you want that POV coming like from what you're seeing, you gotta have these on you, man. I think these right here are really good. It's crazy because when I first bought these, a lot of people were not buying these. Now everybody's buying them. I feel like everybody is using these things. It's just mind-boggling. It's just how fast, or not even how fast, but pretty much how it caught on, and like it's pretty fascinating to actually see live at how this device caught on. And yeah, man, I'm glad everybody's catching on to the wave. Like literally, they're exactly like how these are, but with the camera, of course. Records up to 4K, records for 3 minutes, which is just fine. Whenever you record, the videos go straight to your phone, so make sure your Bluetooth is on, because if it's not on, a lot of times the videos will not go on the device. So make sure your Bluetooth is on, make sure everything's connected properly, so the videos and the photos you take goes directly to the phone, like to your phone or your photos, the videos on your phone, whatever. But make sure that everything's connected when you're using these things. But other than that, yeah, I love these things. I think they're very stylish. I love Ray-Bans. Ray-Bans will always be my go-to glasses because I think they just fit me perfectly, honestly. And yeah, Love these glasses. Make sure you guys get one as well if you want that POV. But honestly, let's be honest, these things are very expensive. Be mindful of that. Bought these things for $300. Yeah, and I barely use them. So let's go ahead and get to the next tech. Yeah, these things definitely has to stay in my backpack. But let's get to the next one. I think you guys seen this one coming. You guys, I mean more so if you guys watched the video of like my top 3 Amazon devices that I bought for $125. The power bank has to come with me. This power bank has to come with me. I've been using this since I bought it for the video, and it was more so just supposed to be like a test of like, oh, what can this thing do? It has now turned into my everyday carry, not just my tech carry, like my tech travel carry, but more so my everyday carry. Like this thing comes with me everywhere. I have to have this thing on me wherever I go. It serves as a power bank. Of course, you can charge anything else if it has the USB-C input. Of course, you can use this thing as a MagSafe for your phone, so make sure you have a MagSafe case for it. I believe it charges up to like 5 to 6 hours, if I could remember off the top of my head. But this thing has to come with me everywhere I go. Literally paid, I believe, like under $25 for this thing, and this thing is so freaking amazing. Let's go ahead and get to the next devices. Of course, this right here is going to be short, and honestly, not really a tech device, but it's a tech device in my eyes because it is an RFID blocker wallet, and really big on security. Yeah, just make sure you guys get an RFID blocker for the people who uses different devices that catches different frequencies. And they could catch certain frequencies coming from your wallet, or from your wallet or your cards more so. Yeah, make sure you get an RFID blocker. This right here was definitely a short segment for this because I just want to make sure you guys actually have RFID blocker. Make sure you get that. Let's go to the next device. And of course, right now I really can't show you guys from my hand, but thing is, you guys can see the output that it pushes out, and that is the Osmo Pocket 3. Gotta have it. I mean, bro, like literally, I record off this thing. This thing is glued to me. At this point, it's like another phone. It has to stay with me in my tech bag. It has to stay with me. The output it pushes out is just undeniable. And now the device is way smaller now and way more efficient. And this thing is just, oh man, I'm just in love with it. Stays in my backpack. I think at this point, all I need is kind of like a case to cover the lens itself. But other than that, yeah, love this thing. This thing goes everywhere I go. I already created a whole video on that. I'm just tag it somewhere and you guys go ahead and take a look. But other than that, yeah, let's go ahead and get into the next device. So this is not a tech device. This is more miscellaneous in what the tech devices are going to be in, and that is my Doc Martin bag. Oh, love this thing. Very high quality bag. Like it's just amazing. The leather on it, the silk on the flap itself, and then of course you can only have like one computer in here, but that's totally fine by me. I love this thing. Another bag, if, for example, if I'm going on an adventure, if I'm going hiking, swimming, whatever the case may be, have a North Face bag. This is my go-to bag whenever I go to work, whenever I bring my tech with me. Gotta have your bags, man. Gotta have your journal. Gotta have your journal, man. All men, women as well, forget it. Everybody needs to have a journal. I swear to you not, it clears your mind. It allows you not to forget things. A lot of my ideas aren't here. A lot of my I have planned for the day, like what I'm going to do for the day, like what are my visions, what I want to do in my life. All in this book, man. Everybody should have a journal, basically. Not just this journal, but everybody deserves a journal. So that is all I have in my everyday tech travel bag. Of course, there's some things that I could not bring with me on this Dubai trip because one, I wanted to bring my drone. I cannot bring my drone because I think the UAE has a big law against it, and I'm just not even going to test the waters on that. If you guys like this video, go ahead and please hit that subscribe button. If you like, dislike, like I said, all feedback is good feedback. And guys, I hope to catch you in the next one. See you guys later. Peace.